The government shutdown is over, but the country is still dealing with the effects.
I'll explain why.
Tea is kicking off the holiday season tonight. I'll have a live look ahead.
Broadcasting live.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on NTTV Nightly News. I'm Sydney Fleming.
And I'm Katie Muncie. The longest government shutdown in U.S. history is finally over after President Trump signed a funding bill last night. After the 43-day battle in Congress, workers and agencies are trying to get back to normal. Nearly 1,000 flights were canceled due to staffing issues. Thousands of furloughed workers across numerous federal agencies will have to play catch-up to resolve more than 6 weeks of undone work. Employees, however, will receive their back pay. Federal workers say it takes time to get things back up and running, and it remains unclear when regular operations will resume. While the government has reopened, the battle still isn't over. Questions around the healthcare subsidies still remain, and Affordable Care Act enrollees are prepping their premiums to increase. The shutdown also greatly affected food pantries. Because SNAP benefits were paused, many Americans are relying on food pantries to feed their families. That has pantries struggling to keep up with demand. This weekend, I spent the day with one local nonprofit that's stepping up to help.
As the government shutdown drags on, many Americans are at risk of food insecurity. Many low-income families rely on SNAP benefits in order to purchase food, and now those benefits are being taken away.
We see people in far more stress than we've ever seen before. And they can't even pinpoint what it is. But SNAP shutting down may be the straw that breaks the camel's back, to say, and that's what's going to put them over the edge.
Across North Texas, food pantries are also feeling the strain. As you walk down the aisles, you may encounter empty crates and meat lockers with no meat. Without SNAP benefits, the need for assistance has risen and pantries are struggling to keep up with the demand. However, here in Denton, one local organization is stepping up to help. This past Sunday, the Denton Left organization hosted a free store which allowed anyone to come and take what they needed, no questions asked.
It's not solving the problem, but it's just doing what we can, really, in my opinion. However, now that more drastic measures have been taken by a current administration, people are going to need this now more than ever. If they didn't need it before, they'll probably need it now. And if they definitely needed it before, they'll definitely need it now.
The free store offers everything from canned goods, warm clothes, toys, and other necessities, all donated from community members. This is not the first free store that the organization has hosted, but they say that since the shutdown, their numbers has vastly increased in attendance and donations.
There's definitely a lot more people, and there were a lot more people paying attention to the social media posts that was dropped last week of, oh my God, you guys are having a free store. Oh my God, this is so much need. There's a crazy amount of donations at that table right now. And that's just clothing, you know.
As SNAP benefits remain on hold, these nonprofit organizations could be a lifeline for many North Texas families. Denton Left says they plan to host more free stores as long as the community needs it. With NTTV News, I'm Katie Muncie.
The spending deal that ended the government shutdown may cause trouble for many businesses across the nation, including here in Denton County. NTTV's Kaylee Bonilla is live to explain the unexpected impact on the hemp industry. Kaylee?
Thanks, Sydney. The deal that brought the government shutdown to an end has some provisions that are cracking down on hemp products. The funding package that was signed into law Wednesday bans the sale of hemp-derived products that have more than 0.4 milligrams of THC. I'm here with Jason McAdams at Smoke and Chill. Jason, what was going through your mind when you guys heard that hemp is going to be banned by the federal government?
To be honest, we were taken back. We thought we had made it through September. September 1st, they had banned the use of any pre-filled vaporizers, so that not only took out hemp products, but actually another corner of our market in the vaporizers. We were caught off guard, and then we heard that there was the legislation snuck in about a blanket ban to all hemp-derived THC or any terpenes from hemp, and we were kind of shocked because they already took a quarter of 2 markets, and they're shutting down another multi-billion-dollar industry in the nation across 30-something different legalized states, as well as, you know, hemp is in every state in different markets. So we're just taken back, and we're just hoping to educate people on what we can do to fight against it and petition our legislators, and that's about all we can do.
Mm-hmm. And this happened in Texas earlier this year. How are you guys preparing for that in that moment?
Earlier, like I said, we were hoping and praying. They didn't take out the whole thing then, and we were trying to pivot and do the best we could, and they're taking us on another ride.
Well, this is a developing that we will continue to follow. With NTTV Nightly News, I'm Kaylee Bonilla.
Cindy, I am so happy to finally be able to break out my winter wardrobe.
I agree, Katie. I'm actually feeling a little chilly right now, so I got my sweater on.
Cute.
But our weather anchor, Julianne Nguyen, is in the studio with our first look on how much cooler it should get. Julianne?
Yeah, nice sweater, Sydney. You guys are in luck. Right now we're looking at 74. It feels exactly how it is, 74. And then it might cool down a little with those 9 mile per hour wind speeds. Moving into tonight, it's going to cool down just a little bit at 67. It's going to feel exactly how it is at 67. And those winds are not going to slow down at all. Moving into tonight, I think it's going to get a little hotter. There it is. 76, gonna feel like 76, and we're gonna speed up a little bit at 10 mile per hour wind speeds. And so I know it's not exactly feeling like holiday weather yet, but it is never too early to celebrate. And tonight, it's all about being jolly with UNT's annual tree lighting. Kylie Monroe is live at the scene to tell us more about the UNT Season of Lights. Kylie?
Thanks, Julianne. The holidays are just around the corner, and UNT is wasting no time getting in the holiday spirit. The annual orb tree is officially up and is ready to make campus sparkle. Everyone is welcome to celebrate the Season of Lights with the official lighting of the Union Orb Tree and Library Mall. The countdown kickoff starts tonight at 6:15. So stick around because you won't want to miss it, and it happens in just a few moments. Back to you ladies at the desk.
Thanks, Kylie. Coming up, why Starbucks is protesting instead of celebrating.
And we'll tell you how students are learning about the impacts of drunk driving.
And why in the world is everyone wearing pajamas here at the Super Pit? We'll tell you why, only on NTTV. Don't go anywhere.
Craving something fresh, flavorful, and made just for you? Look no further than Avesta, your go-to destination for a delicious, full-service dining experience. Dive into our customizable omelets, expertly crafted by our talented cook Jonathan, who guarantees every bite is perfection. All our dishes are handmade, prepared with only the freshest ingredients. Explore our assembly line where you can choose from any of our globally inspired dishes, or customize your plate. It's that easy. And let's not forget dessert. Indulge your sweet tooth with treats from Clark Bakery. With convenient payment methods including card or flex, it's the perfect dining spot for any occasion. Quench your thirst with our wide selection of drinks. Just hand your drinking card to our friendly waiter, and they'll bring your beverage of choice right to your table. When you're done savoring every last bite, our attentive staff will whisk away your tray. Enjoy the peaceful ambiance as you dine in, or use our takeout option for a meal on the go. Avesta.
$20,000 pages of new documents from the estate of Jeffrey Epstein were released this week by the House Oversight Committee. The bombshell was a string of emails mentioning high-profile people by name, including President Donald Trump. The email chain began nearly 16 years ago and were obtained by the Republican-led panel after it subpoenaed the estate. In a separate development, 2 lawmakers, 1 Democrat and 1 Republican, are asking the Justice Department to release all the case files related to this. The House is set to vote next week on whether to release the files. This is a developing story, and NTTV will continue to cover it.
Today is Red Cup Day at Starbucks, celebrating the beginning of the holiday season. But at dozens of stores nationwide, there were protests instead of celebrations. That's because hundreds of unionized workers went on strike today. The union that represents baristas, Starbucks Workers United, okayed the strike last week after contract talks with the company broke down. Union workers are demanding better hours and pay. They also want the coffee giant to resolve alleged labor violations. As for the latest offer from the company, the striking workers call it an insult. 3 Starbucks stores here in Denton are unionized. Some workers were picketing earlier in the day. The company has accused the union of refusing to bargain within the company's negotiations.
Sydney, I have been loving this cooler weather, but I think warmer weather may be in our future.
Oh, I was really hoping to wear more of my sweaters, but hopefully Julianne has just a little bit of good news about cooler weather on the way. Right, Julianne?
Thank you guys. Unfortunately, I hate to burst your bubble, but it is going to feel a little warmer this week. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, again, we're looking at, sorry guys, we're looking at 74 in Denton, just a range of mid-70s. We're looking at highs of 75 in Graham and Stephenville, and then we're looking up to lows of 72 in Paris. Moving on into our state map, again, 74 in Denton. We're looking at a low of 69 in Amarillo, and then we're looking up to highs of 78 in Austin. Austin's always feeling kind of hot. We're gonna go ahead and move on to our 7-day forecast, and this is where the bad news starts. Yeah, it doesn't look like a great week for us. We're looking at those low 80s, even we're reaching up to 86 on, what is that, Monday. But once that sun dips down, it's gonna get really cool. Notably, we are gonna have a 59% chance of rain on Wednesday and on Thursday. We're gonna have some scattered thunderstorms on Thursday, but then we're expecting some lighter showers on Thursday. All right, I do have one other thing for you guys. This is really important for all my people who plan to travel home this weekend from Denton to wherever you guys go home. The main northbound lanes of I-35 East will be closed from 8 p.m. Friday to 5 a.m. Saturday. As you can see, this is our affected area. The affected area is from the North Texas Boulevard past the Bonnie Brae Bridge. The reason why this is happening is because police say that there's steel beams being built. And so this is just something to keep in mind if you are traveling home this weekend. That's all I have for you guys today. Back to you two at the desk.
Thanks, Julianne. An event you might not expect happened on campus today as UNT police bring a new approach to safety.
So we're raising awareness, for DWI. So especially with like the holidays and graduation coming up, it's a really good way to let the students, when they're out walking around, kind of get that interactive experience and understand the true dangers of drinking and driving.
Yeah. UNT PD set up a biking track in the library mall. The catch, students were wearing vision-altering and blurring goggles. These goggles gave students a realistic view on how drinking and driving can alter your senses. Needless to say, many were not able to get through the track, as many cones were knocked down and a new perspective was gained. UNT police encourage students to have a designated driver or take advantage of rideshare programs as we get closer to graduation season and the holidays.
Denton ISD has approved a plan to improve 6 of its underperforming elementary schools. All 6 failed to meet accountability standards in the last school year. Alexander, Cross Oaks, Martinez, and Palomas Creek Elementary are all on improvement plans, while Jennings at Evers Park and Providence Elementary are on turnaround plans. A school is placed on an improvement plan after receiving its first unacceptable rating from the Texas Education Agency. After consecutive unacceptable ratings, a school is placed on a turnaround plan. Denton ISD says all affected campuses will focus on strengthening leadership as well as promoting positive campus culture and using high-quality instructional materials.
There is some festive news on campus tonight as UNT is preparing for the countdown to flip the switch on the Union Orb Tree and spark some holiday spirit.
NTTV's Kylie Monroe is live at the Union with more. How's it looking out there, Kylie?
The countdown to the orb tree lighting should happen any moment now. There's so much excitement going on as Scrappy's here, there's photo booth, cookies, and hot cocoa, and so much more. Everyone is so excited to experience the lighting.
As
see so many people are taking pictures.
Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Kylie. With the holidays coming soon and finals just around the corner, there is one longtime organization on campus that NTTV's Kyle Larson describes as a source of light during stressful times. Kyle, what can you tell us about the Baptist Student Ministry?
Thanks, Katie. As you said, the Baptist Student Ministry has been on UNT campus for a long time. You might wonder, what exactly is their purpose here at the university? Here's what I found.
Every Wednesday, the UNT Baptist Student Ministry building is filled with faith, conversation, and free food. Every week, the BSM hosts Free Lunch Wednesdays, allowing all students to have a hot meal without having to worry about the cost.
We looked at it as an opportunity to serve the campus. We know that a lot of students may not have financial means to eat all the time, or there might even be food insecurity, so having a free meal that is provided by local churches is a great way for students to get the nourishment they need and not have to pay for it and hurt financially for it.
The lunches are held every Wednesday at noon and are sponsored by churches in the local Denton area, as well as the BSM itself.
So we have a lot of partner churches through the Denton Baptist Association and other contacts. They will most likely come out here and they will bring a meal and provide that meal, and they'll bring their own members from their church to serve for us. And so that's when we are just able to have conversations with people about what we do here.
And while the free lunches are meant to get people in the door, the real mission of the BSM, according to Director Eric Bean, is to connect students closer with God.
We view ourselves as a mission to the campus. We want to meet students, help them, serve them, and do anything we can to just help UNT have an atmosphere that it supports student leadership, creates a place where students can be involved as a student, but also pursuing Christ, pursuing God.
For more information on the UNT BSM and for information on their upcoming events, visit untbsm.com. Reporting for North Texas Television, I'm Isabel Smith.
One of the many great things about the BSM is their strong, supportive community they have built here at UNT. Katie, Sydney, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Kyle. Did you know you can get up close and personal with lemurs right here in Denton County? We'll show you how.
And a live look at why Mean Green fans are wearing pajamas to a basketball game.
Oh, hey. What's up? Nothing much. I'm really bored. I feel like there's nothing to do.
Are you kidding? The MRTS picture show is happening.
The MRTS what?
Come with me.
Okay.
It's a series of free film screenings right here on campus. And there's free popcorn.
Nice. Thank you.
I use Flex to buy my favorite snacks.
I use Flex to get me through my mornings.
I use Flex at my favorite campus restaurants. I love how Flex is a cashless payment method and can be used at all campus dining venues.
So, how do you use Flex?
There are millions of animals all over the world, but a growing number are in danger, some even in danger of becoming extinct. But there are many ways we can help protect them. NTTV's Annie Tomlin is in the studio with more. Annie?
Thanks, Sydney. If you've ever taken a trip to the zoo, you know how special it is to see all of the beautiful animals that walk this earth, like this two-toed sloth right here behind me. There is an important balance necessary to keep those species thriving, though, and that is done through wildlife conservation. The best way to start is to get involved, and I went to a nearby wildlife park to learn more.
Sharkarosa, a wildlife park in Pilot Point, has a mission to bring many animals closer to the community.
We do a couple things for our conservation. Red ruff lemurs, lemurs in general, are one of the primates that are the most endangered primate in the world. And there's over 100 species and they all come from Madagascar. What's happening over there is mainly habitat loss and deforestation.
Many animals face devastation, and the first step to helping is to be aware of it.
As the world goes on with deforestation, all of that, all of the animals are really at risk. If we're not aware of these type of things that are happening, then we can't change our habits and hopefully teach other people about what we're doing.
There are many different ways that the North Texas community can help with wildlife conservation.
There are several conservation institutions around that you can donate to, or you can move local, which is us.
Sharkarosa shows that it is possible to get involved with conservation in a fun and engaging way.
My favorite part was the lemurs, for sure, because they jumped on me and I took a selfie with one. It was really funny.
Visiting the zoo is more than just having fun. It's a reminder of how important it is to protect these beloved animals. As the world continues to move forward with different innovations, it's really important to keep all forms of wildlife and their homes in mind. Katie, Sydney, back to you.
Thanks, Annie. You know, Katie, with it getting darker earlier, I'm just about ready for bed at 6 p.m.
Me too. In fact, I saw some people standing outside the pit in their pajamas. We go to our live shot reporter, Nevaeh Pantoja, to figure out why are people in their pajamas, Nevaeh?
That's right, Annie. It is pajama night here at the Super Pit. I'm here at the UNT Coliseum, where UNT women's basketball team are going up against Nelson University. The game has already started, but your Mean Green women are in a 21-12 lead. That is awesome. And for this season, the women's basketball team has started off with a 2-0 record. They look to keep that streak alive for a 3-0 record. And don't forget, if you plan on coming tonight, you still have time. You don't even have to get ready. And for the people who are not in pajamas, we're going to toss it over to our sports anchor, Jadel Medeas. Jadel, what can you tell us about UNT basketball and how they're doing this season?
Thank you for that close-up look, Nevaeh. The fans sure do look cozy in those jammies. And when we come back, I'll provide more details about all things basketball. So stay tuned.
Looking to open a free checking or savings account but don't know where to start? Check out DebtQ Credit Union right here on campus. Get your Mean Green debit card instantly or apply for a DebtQ Visa credit card today. Your school, your card. Plus, make deposits at their 24/7 ATM, checks or cash whenever you need it. Make sure to sign up for DebtQ's online banking platform and mobile app for easy access anytime, anywhere. Visit them at www.debtq.org to learn more. DebtQ, the official financial institution of UNT Athletics.
UNT women's basketball is currently facing the Nelson Lions at the UNT Coliseum as we speak. They're coming off a whopping 89-49 win against Grambling State University last Friday, November 7th. It was a notable game as it marked the first time this season the UNT's opposing team shot under 25%. They started the first half with an unstoppable 21-0 run until Jamaica Robertson scored a layup in the last 90 seconds of the first quarter. Asia Proctor led the team with 18 points, followed by Tiana Lynch with 14 points. It was a team effort, however, as 11 players contributed 4 points each in this blowout game. With this victory, Jason Burton becomes the fastest coach in program history to reach 50 wins. The Mean Green are now looking to stay undefeated as they play against the Lions as we speak. And UNT men's basketball is gearing up to face St. Mary's University on Friday. They are coming off a very close 66-64 loss against Oregon State University last Wednesday after the Beavers finished the game on a 9-0 run over the last 2 minutes to win the whole thing. Despite this narrow loss, UNT had 4 players scored in the double digits, including Will McClendon with a season high of 16 points, Jay-Sean Stevenson with 14, David Terrell Jr. with 13, and senior Dylan Arnett with his 4th career double-double with 12 points and 12 rebounds. The Mean Green are now hoping to turn things around as they head on the road to go against the undefeated St. Mary's Gales tomorrow, November 14th. Tip-off is at 9 p.m. at the McKeon Pavilion. And lastly, making a big decision was not enough to turn the Dallas Mavericks' fortunes around last night. This game against the Suns followed the firing of GM Nico Harrison, who orchestrated the highly controversial Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis trade. For Dallas, Klay Thompson scored 19 points, followed by Daniel Gafford with 15 points and 9 rebounds, and Brandon Williams with 17 points. However, they were no match for Phoenix, led by Devin Booker with 26 points, as the Suns won 123-114. With Nico's departure, the Mavs are looking for a bright spot with the hope of scoring a win tomorrow against the Clippers. Tip-off is at 7:30 at the American Airlines Center in Dallas. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Jadelle. And while Mavs fans now may be wondering, where's Nico? Some kids in California are getting help answering the age-old question, where's Waldo?
Every day outside a hospital in Sacramento, a 6-foot cutout is being moved around. It's giving young patients the opportunity to search for him. And to top it off, crews even gifted the children Where's Waldo books.
To me, it symbolizes community engagement, just fostering that we're not here just to build a building, we're here to build a legacy. The children that, are leaving their normal lives behind to get treatment for whatever they're battling with. It symbolizes power and love and unity as well.
Honestly, knowing me, I probably still would not be able to find him.
Same, Katie. Waldo wins every time with me.
Well, if you spot Waldo, let us know. Thanks for watching NTTV Nightly News.
Join us again next week here on North Texas Television.